Okay. So you're like, great, Rachel, I took your advice, I spoke my truth, and now I'm alone, or I don't have any friends, or my relationship is over, right? So many of us, when we're going through a change or an awakening, are afraid or concerned that if we speak our truth, if we rock the boat, then we won't have any friends. And so I'm going to say, yeah, it's true. Listen, I'm not that old, but like I'm headed towards 50, okay? I'm 46. And in my lifetime, I've had a lot of relationships end and a lot of friendships end and a lot of dynamics change. I have left jobs, been fired from jobs, had all kinds of things that don't seem good or look bad or would be things we don't want to happen that have happened. And I can just tell you that we have to shift our mindset to believe that everything is happening for us. So if you believe that life is hard and bad things can happen to you and you're a victim, if you're in victim consciousness, then yeah, when these changes happen, you're going to suffer. And most of that suffering is going to come from your own mind. So we have to get very vigilant with our minds. We have to do our spiritual work. We have to meditate. We have to ground. We have to journal. We have to have reflective processes. We have to go to therapy, talk to people. I mean, listen, do you know, I get like regular chiropractic care. I get regular acupuncture. I've been seeing the same therapist for 15 years. Some people might say like, oh, well, it's not working. No, I just need a touchstone. I just want someone to reflect to. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with me. It doesn't mean I have problems. It doesn't mean anything bad. There is no stigma with getting support and getting help. So here's what I want to say. Yeah, when you grow spiritually, your friendships will change and some of them will end. But you want to know the truth, right? You only want friendships that can handle who you really are, right? If you're masking and you're pretending and you're being a certain way and hiding yourself to keep a relationship going, then all that vitality, that energy from your etheric field is being siphoned off and sucked off for someone else to be supported. Anywho, you don't want that. That's not for you. You know, this is the classic like empath, vampire, narcissist relationship. So many sensitive, intuitive, spiritual women are such targets of narcissists because we're so loving, we're so giving, we're so empathic, we're so self-reflective. We'll spend years saying, oh, if I just change myself this way, work on myself this way, do this differently, maybe I can fix this, change it, make it better. Or we're so compassionate and understanding that we say, well, yeah, they're doing all these behaviors, they're horrible and terrible, but I can totally understand why. They didn't have a good childhood, they were abused by their father. Like, we got to get off it at some point and realize that our spiritual energy, our vitality, our etheric field is ours. And when we get serious about growing spiritually, it's no longer going to be acceptable to have other people living off our etheric. It's not going to fly. It's not going to work because you're going to reach a certain point where you are tired of feeling tired. You are tired of being a runaway healer. You are tired of healing all the broken men in your life or healing all the broken women and taking it on like their trauma is yours to heal, and it's not. And that is part of maturing. That is part of spiritual growth. And that is a necessary step in our evolution. So, down below, I'll share with you some different tools that I have for how you can start to ground and meditate and strengthen your etheric field on your own so that you can begin to really know what you feel like and really begin to set those spiritual boundaries and those energetic boundaries that can then support you in moving forward to set actual boundaries with the people in your life that you need to set those boundaries with. But yes, part of awakening is losing friendships, is changing, is evolving, because those people are no longer on your level. There is no longer a vibrational match. The karma is complete. The relationship is done. And no harm, no foul. A Course in Miracles says we're always in relationship in the spiritual with anyone we've come into contact to in our lives. So know that even if they're not here and you miss them and you love them, you still are in relationship with them. You can still meditate on them and think about them and journal about them and send them love. You get to have that relationship in spirit. And it's probably a lot better and a lot healthier and going to suck your energy a lot less. But you don't need these people to stay in your life. You don't need people who don't value you, don't respect you, don't honor your boundaries. They don't need to be in your life. And that's okay. And may you go through some periods where you feel lonely? Yes. And that's okay. You might need rest and recuperation and time alone to reflect. There is nothing wrong with that. We are never truly alone. Take all that energy and all that attention that you've spent your whole life projecting outward onto other people and turn it toward yourself. And get into relationship with yourself and clear out your clutter and handle your closet and handle your bills and look at your finances and finally draw or write or, do that thing you always said you would do. This is health. This is wellness. This is spiritual growth. Is it hard? Is it uncomfortable? Is it shifting and changing? Does it turn your life upside down? Does it alter things? Yes. That's the human journey. And everything is happening for you. Guaranteed.